what can I teach? Okay. Now this opens up kind of the concept of what's selling right now on Udemy. What's selling right now on Udemy the most, because it's a whole gradation, right? But what's selling the most are tech-related courses, programming-related courses, Microsoft Excel, anything that has to do with work skills, where you can come to Udemy and improve your work skills so that you get a better job, or so that you get a job. That's doing the best right now. However, because Udemy is still so new, really, it's still a startup. And even though it has 8 million members, they just received $65 million in round D funding, their fourth round of funding. So that's a great boost, for their marketing and everything that they're doing. But it's still a startup, and 8 million users is not a lot of users. Even by the end of this year, when they hit 10, 12, or 15 million users, it's not a lot of users. When you combine it or compare it, I should say, to Amazon, which has something like 120 million users, or eBay, which has 80 million users, 8 million is not that many yet. However, it is going to grow. As you can see, the line is going like this. Okay, when you look at a growth chart, it's going like this with Udemy. So it's going to continue to grow. And what I mean by that, what I mean to say with that is, if you put a course on Udemy right now and it's not selling, or it's not selling the way you'd like it to sell, don't give up. And the reason I say that is perhaps your audience is not on Udemy yet. Perhaps your particular audience has not discovered Udemy yet. In other words, the people most interested in your topic, maybe they just haven't found Udemy yet. There are different types of people that come on to websites at different times. For example, my experience with eBay, the very first people that came on eBay were techies from the San Francisco area where eBay, was born, San Jose, and collectors, the collectibles market and the techies. The very first thing sold on eBay was a broken laser pointer, okay? And the founder of eBay, Pierre Omidyar, listed that. That was the very first listing on eBay, and he was shocked when somebody bought his broken laser pointer, okay? I think for 14 bucks or something. That was the beginning of eBay, okay? Now, during that beginning of eBay, no one could have imagined, from selling a broken laser pointer, no one could have imagined that a few years later, there would be a vehicle sold on eBay every like 5 to 10 minutes. No one could have imagined that. So if you had been on eBay when it first started and you were trying to sell a car on eBay, the world was not ready for that yet. You know what I mean? The world was not acclimated to, oh, I can buy a car online, sight unseen, right? I could just trust the images and trust the seller and buy a car sight unseen. Nobody would even imagine that was possible, right? Well, that's what's happening here. Because the Udemy has not, although 8 million is a lot of students, and it's enough, by the way, to make many people six-figure incomes, it's still not where it's going to be. So if you've got a course that you've put up and you're just not, man, I don't know if this Udemy thing's for me. I don't know if it's not working. Don't despair. Look at courses that are selling, look at topics that are doing well, and see if you have the ability, the skills, the experience to do that type of a topic. That's the most important thing I've learned about being successful on Udemy, is the topic that you choose for your course is critical. If people aren't looking for your topic on Udemy, I say yet, then you're not going to sell too many of them. And that's something where we have to just kind of come to grips and understand that's the bottom line right now. But that doesn't mean it won't sell. And that doesn't mean that by accumulating a number of courses over time, as the audience comes in and as the bigger mass population and the not so, what's the word I'm looking for? I lost a bunch of sleep last night, so I must have been excited about this. But the early adopters, the not so early adopters, everything has a learning curve, right? The early adopters get in early, and those are the few initial people, and that's where we're at right now with Udemy, early adopter phase. And then as it grows, more and more of the early adopters' friends start to hear about it and start to come onto the site. and then their friends, a second or third generation of friends, where it's more of the mass population at large coming into the site. We're ahead of that curve right now. Like, there's very few moments in time where you're in business and you're ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
And this is one of those moments.